welcome back to the Midwest Sadbois podcast. My name is Jason.
What up? It's Jim.
And this is a weekly podcast. We just kind of talk about literally anything and everything involving our lives. And if you have listened for any amount of time on Spotify or Apple Music, it's only just been audio. But as you can see, there is video now.
For the audio listeners, there's cameras.
Yeah, if you can't see us,
you
there
can
are
hear
cameras.
us.
Yes, you can hear us. So
if you can't, I think that makes you Helen Keller.
Oh, is that too dark for? I don't know. Anyway,
I mean, what's the statute of limitations on that? It's been quite a while.
I mean, people were making submarine jokes 4 hours in, so
Man, some of those sub jokes are rough.
But thank you for joining the podcast today. We're just here to have a good time. And again, if you can see, we have a whole studio set up now. And
look at this lovely artwork brought to you by myself.
Yeah, pretty excited about it. My screen just went dark. I don't know if yours is going to go dark.
But well, I mean, mine's on. So
well, either way.
All right.
Good enough. We're filming. So
hold on.
Okay, you go first.
I have a special for you, a special surprise for you. Are you ready for this?
I'm excited right now.
Check this out. Hold it up so they see it on camera.
What is the? Oh, can we put this right here?
Here, give it to me.
Oh, look right
because
there.
mine's on, so we can see it.
What? Oh.
This is an iPod Touch from many, many, many moons ago. Go ahead and press that power button there, sir.
Does this still work?
Press power button on.
Oh, the power button. Sorry, it was on the top, right?
It's also on the other
the
side.
The top left. Oh my God. Ancient tech right here. Look. Oh my God. If you could, ancient tech.
So the other day, Megan and I were going through some boxes, and we found my iPod Touch, and we found her. Do you remember the super thin nanos, the little ones that were
little thin guys?
She had a green one, and we found a 30-pin charger at Walmart for $5.
Dude, this thing still works.
Yeah, so we found a 30-pin charger at Walmart for $5.
Oh, no.
So we charged mine and hers up, and the other night we were out in the garage doing workouts and stuff, and we were listening to the music on her iPod from however many years ago. So then I was like, yo, Bet, let me check this out. That thing still works. I connected it to the Wi-Fi. I was on Google on that thing.
I don't know what you were calculating last time, but 2,500 is the number. That's
interesting.
I don't know what it was, but 2,500.
There's some old photos in there.
Are there photos on here?
Yep.
Are these safe?
It does. Yeah, you're good. There's some blasts from the past on there.
Photo library. Oh wow, you're right.
Yeah, right.
Oh dude, look at this. You got Dirt Bike Jim.
Dirt Bike. Is that my nickname? Dirt Bike Jim.
Dirt Bike Jim. Look at that.
Wait, which one? Let me see which one.
Is that right there?
Oh yeah, Dirt Bike Jim.
Just flying right now. Look at that. Look at Dirt Bike Jim. Dude, that's
not to be confused with regular sit down Jim.
Not to be confused with podcast Jim.
But,
but
right.
Dirt Bike Jim.
Honestly, two different people. Vastly two different people.
Dude, this is insane.
It's wild. So go through the music and tell me what I didn't look at my music library, so you have to find a good hidden gem on there.
Oh, well, first of all, The Adventure by Angels and Airwaves.
Angels and Airwaves.
Airplanes by Haley Williams. Oh, yeah. All the Small Things.
Can you even imagine how many viruses I put on the home computer to fill that thing up?
This from LimeWire?
Yup.
Oh,
my parents.
Oh, Justin Bieber's Baby
is
on here.
Don't even come at me. That song is a banger.
Followed by Baby Got Back.
Oh, you're going through songs?
Dude,
okay.
I'm just going through the songs right now. Bittersweet Symphony. You got some Kesha.
Yup.
More Angels and Airwaves, of course. Great choice.
Go to artists. I want to see what artists are on there. Artists. Songs.
All right, all right.
Too many songs.
Oh, let's starting off with Adam Lambert.
What do you want from me? That's the song that's on there. What do you want from me?
I thought you were asking a real question. I remembered that was his song.
I believe that's the one song that's on there by him.
Let's check.
It has to be.
What do ya?
Spell it.
WHATAYA.
What do ya?
What do you want from me? It's very
like New York or New Jersey.
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
The Darkness. Is it? I believe in a thing called love. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. I'm trying to swipe backwards, like if it's going to go back, and it's not. Envy on the Coast.
Bangers.
Oh, God, love Envy on the Coast.
Right?
Finger 11. Flow Rida. Flyleaf.
Hey man,
4 Years Strong. Oh, it's Love Song. Okay, Pop Goes Punk. Okay.
I have a vast array of music preferences.
This is blowing my mind
I
right
know
now.
it's fun
because
isn't
of
it?
the fact that I remember like listening to the 4 Year Strong cover of Love Song, but like it was on this. It was on an iPod.
Yep.
Like, this is
You probably don't listen to that Punk Goes Pop album anymore, right?
just that song.
Just that one.
When I like say like, "Hey Siri, play
What
4 Year
about
Strong."
the Devil Wears Prada Still Fly cover?
That one's also
Certified banger.
Yeah. Kelly Clarkson.
Yep.
That's fair though.
Yeah, dude, I
Honestly.
don't discriminate music here.
Owl City.
Dude.
Rihanna.
Yep.
Justin Timberlake. 303.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wait. Passion Pit. Sleepyhead.
You know,
the
so-
song of our friendship.
That's crazy. You know what I didn't hear you mention is like a lot of like the pop punk stuff that like we listened to back then, which is just, is it not on there or did you just not
I
say
mean, I
it?
was just going through the ones that kind of like stood out to me.
Okay,
But
gotcha. I'm kind of shocked at Young Jim, the lack of like
Forever
the
the
rock.
Sickest Kids.
It has to be a Punk Goes Pop cover, right?
Yeah.
I didn't
Men in
listen to
Black.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a banger.
Fall Out Boy. Yeah. Chumbawamba.
Dude, Tub Thumping, greatest one-hit wonder of all time.
Yeah, dude.
Fight Me.
Everyone knows that song. All Time Low. Alien Ant Farm. Is it Smooth Criminal?
Probably.
Yeah,
and
it
the
is.
movies,
It's Smooth
maybe?
Criminal. Smooth Criminal.
Yeah. Fun fact, I'm about to out Megan. I'm so sorry. She thought Alien Ant Farm was the originals of that song.
Dude, okay, so no joke though. Growing up, that was the first like Alien Ant Farm song that I heard.
Same.
I would have thought that was theirs. I had no idea. I was probably like 9 or 10. Like I didn't know Michael Jackson. I didn't know what a cover song was.
Right.
I was just like, oh, there's this song and it's kind of cool. Like, dude, that's wild.
Isn't it crazy?
That's wild.
Yep. So rad. And I was like, oh man, I really hope it works. And it does. You wanna power it off? Because that old
save that
OS is
battery.
crisp. It's crazy how like
Slide to unlock. Oh, wait, hold on. Can we
Clean.
do that for the camera? Can we just
get that
can we just do this?
nostalgia ASMR. Even has the click too.
Wait here, hold on. We'll do it for the mic. Oh. Dude. And
Isn't that
then-
wild?
Yeah, like I miss the power button being at the top, but I guess with phones nowadays,
It makes sense on the thumb
it makes sense on the
to
because
be on the trigger on the side of the.
yeah, how annoying would that be?
Yeah, right.
going,
Especially like now that the Pro Maxes are like 18 inches long.
Yeah, like 46 inches
Yeah.
tall. Like
Yeah, it's like holding a TV
you
up
gotta
to your
like
ear.
reach. You gotta
Reach under around.
reach under around.
What a
That's a throwback too. Dude, that's a real big throwback.
real big fish.
Real big.
They weren't
real
on my
big
iPod.
fishes.
Okay, so I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
Proceed with
you're-
your topic.
No, that was
I-
not an interruption.
I had to bring that out.
So like I have one piece of retro tech that I
Yeah.
need to get some batteries and try out.
Ooh.
You can see it up. Oh, you might be able to see it up there. I have my my classic Game Boy.
I
Like,
believe you. I
yeah,
can't see it from where I'm
it's-
sitting.
There's a Pokeball in the way, but my original Game Boy.
Like the black and white one.
Yeah. Like
Which color
the
did you
green
have?
Like the regular, like the gray.
Oh,
the
like the plain, the
original.
original.
Yeah.
My first Game Boy was a Game Boy Color,
Mm.
and I think my mom spoiled me, and I had the cool see-through purple plastic
Oh, it's the
one.
best one.
Yeah, and then I had a Nintendo. What was the wide one? The first one that was like long ways.
The Advance.
Game Boy Advance. Yeah, I had one of those, and that was probably the last Game Boy I had.
So I remember having the original Game Boy. I had a Game Boy Color.
Yep.
I think I also had the purple one. I had a Pokemon edition at one point, the yellow one.
I had yellow, but I didn't have the yellow Game Boy.
I don't think I ever had a Game Boy Mini. I know I
That's
had
a thing.
yeah, I had a Game Boy Advance. I had the SP, like the little flip
Nope.
one. I had the flip one.
Yeah, you've lost me in my
Yeah.
Nintendo game catalog.
I pretty much always had a Nintendo. So I had like the DS, the DS Lite, the 3DS.
Megan had one of those, I think.
XL, I think the bigger one where you could turn it off. Then I had the 2DS. Like Taylor had one of those, and then the Switch and all that stuff. But like,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Game Boy though, you got any cool games?
Game
You
Boy
got
nostalgia.
got any games?
I have no games for that thing.
Well, we were at the store and they
Yeah,
wanted an astronomical
I
price.
was trying to get a copy of Pokemon Blue, and they literally want like $80.
Yeah,
but like
it's
from everything
pretty
I've seen
wild.
online, there's so many people making like fake versions of this.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
Yeah, you just download like a little ROM and
yeah,
plug
like
it
you
in.
can just play it on your phone, and it's like it's going to be the game, but like it's not the same.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't want to pay $80 for something that might be fake and just be a dud.
Yep, that's
and
fair.
like at the time, I never tested my Game Boy to know if it worked, so I wasn't going to pay $80
And be unsure.
and be unsure. Come home 2.5 hours later.
That's
plug
right.
it
We
in,
were pretty far
and
away.
it just didn't work. But
Valid points.
yeah. So I wanted to kind of go into a few different topics that I found and I think are very interesting.
Yes.
So the first one I want to go into, because I have a pretty good story about this, and I'm wondering if you do.
We'll find out on next episode.
So the way it was listed is funniest travel stories or vacation mishaps. So any vacations you've been on? Because I have one specific story.
Does it involve me?
No,
Okay.
like just like even like going to like a vacation spot and like having like a weird experience.
Megan and I we went home for New Year's one year.
Back to Ohio.
Yep, back to Ohio. And we flew back to North Carolina on New Year's Eve. And like we didn't really care to like hang out with anybody. We were like it coincided with the weekend or something. I don't remember. Anyhow, we landed in Charlotte, I think. Maybe it was RDU. Doesn't matter. I was like, hey, you grab the bags, you chill right here at the door. I'm gonna go get the car and I'll pull it around because we were like pretty tired. We'd have to walk through the whole parking lot. She's like, all right, sure. So I get the parking ticket. I beeline it to the car, get in the car, and I'm like trying to like do the little, the little swirly exit route thing to like go to where the gates are, and it spits me out of the parking lot, like out.
Just
But like pay and see you later out of the
so
parking
you're
lot.
just gone. She's standing there like, got your bags ready to go. Like,
Yes, but like obviously I wasn't just gonna leave her there. So like I had to like stop and I explained to the guy and I was like, listen, I gotta get to my wife. And like I don't think we were married at the time, but I was laying it on thick like peanut butter. I was like, I gotta get to my wife, dude. Like, oh my gosh, like I don't know how we got separated. I need to get back to her. And he was like, all right, like we'll get it solved. Blah. And her phone was in the bag that I was carrying. So I couldn't call her and she couldn't call me.
no.
So she had to beg some stranger to let her use their phone to call me. And was like, where are you? And I'm so sorry. And I was like, long story short, yeah, I'm on my way. So, and then we like figured it all out and we like got in the car and it was like midnight. We almost missed New Year's like together. So not really funny, but just wild.
Still, like, dude, those airports though. I remember the one time I flew back to Fort Wayne, and I think it was out of Raleigh. I probably drove around 3 times before I took the right exit to go to the right parking lot.
Oh yeah, their parking
It
lots
was
are ass.
confusing.
Yeah, they're
Like,
not good.
No, that's like one of those like giant like Lego Mega Van City ramps where like everything swirls around and like you might go the right way.
Yep. Yeah.
No, not great. My vacation story. Remember when I went to Mexico in 2017?
Yes.
It's been like almost 6 years. Yeah. But yeah, so went to Mexico, 2017. For anybody who's been to Mexico, I don't know if this is like a normal thing like everywhere. But
Did you go see a goat show?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. What's a goat show?
If you have to ask, you don't want to know.
Oh, good enough. Okay. Well, so the the person who was like the owner of like the Airbnb or Vrbo or whatever it was down there was like, all right, hey, few rules, like, and she started with this one because I'm assuming it's the most important. If you have to take a shit, don't flush the toilet paper. And I was like, wait.
So she wants you to wipe and then put it into the trash can? I'm going to throw up.
It was
That's
so
disgusting.
weird. Like, wait, okay. And like the house we were in that we rented, it was like, very nice, right? Like I think a lot of people went in on this. They're like, I don't know. It was. It was a very, very nice house.
So is it just that the plumbing
Yeah, like,
can't
that's what
support
I'm
that
wondering,
sort of
like,
like consistency?
Is it just like Mexico? Like, is it like a septic tank thing? There's no like centralized plumbing. Like, what? Like, is this a Mexico thing, or is this just like because we were on Isla Mahara, a little island?
Is
so
that,
like, I guess we like
that
flew,
sounded like you were in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, bless you, Isla Mahara. Yeah, so like we went to like Cancun and things where we like flew into.
Oh, I know that one.
Cancun. Yeah, everyone knows Cancun,
Yeah.
right? And then we took a ferry to Isla Mahara, which fun note on
Isla
the ferry.
Sorna?
Yeah, fun note on the ferry.
Oh.
Don't keep valuables on you. Like, you put them in like a suitcase.
Oh, okay.
So Taylor's aunt, she had her wallet stolen.
Oof.
Like somebody like did like the shoulder bump into you kind of thing.
Oh no.
So like we get back to the house like after we're being told not to like shit and flush.
Yep. So rude.
Yeah. So she's looking through her purse and she's like, my whole wallet's missing. We're like,
Yikes.
what?
That's unfortunate.
So it's like she had like converted like a bunch of money into like the
no.
Mexican currency.
I believe it's the peso.
Peso? Yeah. And then like all of her cards, like so everything.
Oof, that
So-
sucks.
Yeah. So like, can you imagine?
No, I don't want to.
traveling From Ohio, or she was in Florida. So Florida to Cancun to like Isla Mahara and like
And then
boom,
having nothing.
Your
Oof.
wallet's stolen. You have nothing. So she's on the phone, like semi frantic. She's keeping it cool for somebody who just lost a bunch of like cash, because like it's going to be gone.
Yeah, you ain't
You
getting
get
that back.
pickpocketed, that cash is gone.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So she was keeping it kind of cool, like calling the card companies to like freeze the cards and whatnot. And we told the person who was like the Verbo or whatever, and she posted on like this island Facebook page. And it was like the next day, someone's like, "Hey, yeah, I found that wallet. It was in a trash can at this restaurant or whatever it was."
Yeah, likely story. Okay, yeah.
Well, but all the cards were there. The wallet was there. The money was gone.
Well, yeah, okay.
So she was
Finder's
like, "Oh,
fee.
well, yeah."
Finder's
So
fee.
like, God. So like, man, that just kind of like set like a really weird tone.
Yeah.
And then then we couldn't like wipe and flush. And there's just like, it was like,
You're just having a bad time.
like you got this house that's, I don't know how much that house costs. Like, it was super nice. There was an infinity pool. There was a whole guest house.
So you mean you got the plumbing for an infinity pool, but you don't have the plumbing for like a little
Toilet
bit of
paper.
ass
For toilet paper.
napkin,
Yeah. There's
a little butt wipe?
there's no spot for an ass nap. It's weird.
If you can't take ass napkins, you have to have a bidet installed. That's the rules. That's the rules. I feel like that's the rules, right?
Yeah. Oh, we were also, after that, we were also told not to drink the water.
Oh yeah. That's Montezuma's revenge. You don't ever want to do that.
And it's like, why is that? So like, if somebody's watching this or listening to it, like comment below. Like, I want to know, like, what's the scientific reason? Not just like, don't drink the water. Like,
No, I believe it's some.
is it like a
I think
bacteria or
it's either a mineral or a bacteria that is just not housed, but like native there, and
its home?
they, those people who live there are either immune to it or they've like evolved to like be able to process it or something like that. And so when it's a joke, haha, Montezuma's friend, but like legitimately you don't drink the water, or you don't like put ice in your drinker. It's one of the two.
So you're telling me if you live in Mexico and you've grown up in Mexico, you're just like dosed with this stuff,
Not
and it's
dosed with, but think of it as like a
and you're just used to it. You have a natural immunity to whatever.
yeah. Think of it as like an
it is in the
immunity,
water.
right? Like I don't know. Why you gotta like make me get all scientific right now?
we're not
I'm
getting
telling you that's a
scientific.
real thing.
I mean, I believe you.
I don't think
So,
you do.
So instead of drinking water like the entire trip,
Yeah.
I drank the Mexican Coke,
Yeah. Oh, the purest of the cokes.
the spicy Coke.
Yeah. The one that made it with like real cocaine.
Like why is it spicy?
Because it's got cocaine
Is
in
it the
it.
cocaine?
Yeah, it has to be.
I don't know, man. And what's really funny is like on that trip, it was so hard to find like what I would consider like Mexican food, because like American
Well, it's
Mexican
just
food. So like
food there.
That-
It's just food there.
but okay, so like
They don't say I'm going to get Mexican food.
I'm gonna get
It's
food.
I'm gonna go get
So
dinner.
That's fair, But like, I guess what I'm thinking of is like, I thought, naive kid, never been to Mexico before. I thought I'm gonna go to Mexico and there's gonna be like really good burritos and really good tacos and really good quesadillas. But like every restaurant we went to was like cheeseburger or like
Really?
French fries. Yeah, like most of them. It took me like I was like physically upset
that they didn't have like
Yeah,
a chicken rice cheese burrito.
I wanted like a really good like burrito with like really good like salsa and like you know what I mean? Because I thought that that's like
it's kind of their thing.
that was like everywhere.
Yeah, it's kind of like their
You
thing.
know, like if you go to like a carnival and like there's fair food everywhere. I thought like going to Mexico there was going to be like Mexican food everywhere.
Food.
There's just going to be food everywhere.
There was food,
but like
it was American food.
Yeah, so like one of the places we went the most was a pizza place.
That's so odd.
And it was so good.
I bet.
Like it shouldn't have been as good as it was. But it was like I think we went there probably 3 times. It was just pizza and Mexican Coke. And then we drove around on golf carts.
Sounds rad.
Like it was just golf carts and taxis. And if you lived there and you had money, you had an Escalade.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There was no like middle ground. It wasn't like, oh, there's like a Honda Civic. It's like, no, there's a golf cart, there's a red taxi, or you have an Escalade.
An Escalada.
Yeah, and that's
Souped up Escalada.
that's it. So like the where we were, the nice like mansion type houses, like the place that we stayed was like all on the outskirts of like one point of the island, and everything on the inside was like normal, like what you would expect, I guess.
Interesting.
In like that type of area. But it was, I mean, it was a lot of fun, but like
I'll take your word on it. Have never
man.
been out of the country because
you ever been to like Canada or anything?
I've gone to Canada, but
So
like
you've been out of the country. You
that-
just lied to every single person.
I feel like I didn't really have. You don't have to have your passport to go to Canada. That doesn't count.
Do you now?
I don't know.
I know years ago it was just like, do you have a birth certificate? Cool, have fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I've never had a passport, so I've never left the country.
Oh,
That's what I consider leaving the country.
okay. Yeah, when we got a passport to go to Mexico.
Yeah, no.
Like I've been to Canada twice.
Yeah, I've gone to like both Canada and New York side Niagara Falls, and I've
Falls.
gone to Toronto to go to one of the Supercross races before. But like,
that's cool.
I've never left North America. But I mean, I understand Mexico is also on North America. But get what I'm saying? I've never gone overseas anywhere. So
Yeah. Better get that passport and go to, what is it, Scotland?
yeah,
Or,
I'm working on it.
yeah, Scotland.
Sweden, Finland,
One of the countries
Denmark.
with an S.
Switzerland.
I think it was Scotland.
It's Scotland.
That's
I'm messing with you.
Okay, I wasn't sure, but I thought it was Scotland. I don't know. So, okay,
Segways are weird.
Segways are, you never have those guys like come up to your house and sell you
Dude,
stuff on
I
a Segway?
hate those dudes.
thought-
I secretly wish nothing more than they hit a small pebble and they fall.
Just-
You don't have to get really hurt. Like, I don't need you to go, like, break your face on my driveway.
don't-
But, like, get a little scuff on your wrist. Maybe, like, scuff your knee a little bit. And, like, look silly on my...
just
like my
regret,
camera.
Just regret driving a
Yeah,
Segway. Which,
yeah.
speaking of skinned knees, I was
boy.
driving the other day, and I saw a ripstick just leaning up against a stop sign. I was like, I should go get it. I should just take it and give it to Jim. Like,
Hey,
let's try
I
it.
still know how to ride it.
It was-
I'll do it.
It was so weird. Like, I haven't seen a ripstick since your accident,
Me neither.
and like there was just one just chill. Yeah, you're like,
I'm retiring
yeah,
from
you're just
ripsticking.
done with ripsticks.
Yep.
Like that's like a
I'm
bad
I'm
word
sticked
to
out.
do. You're sticked out, ripped out,
Ripsticked out?
ripsticked out.
I'm stopped there.
Yeah, that's good enough.
What? So, I babysat your kid this weekend. I
Yes.
should say we babysat your kid this
So we
weekend.
can see the Flash.
So you just see the movie.
Yeah.
No spoiler, boys.
Yeah.
What is the weirdest thing that your child has said to you? Because I have a quote from something your kid said while
While you were
While I was
babysitting?
babysitting.
Oh no.
and then you have to answer a question.
Dude, I mean, I guess I'm gonna go with something recent. Like, we were putting together this couch that we're sitting on. So me and Taylor were like doing this whole thing, and Reed was like playing with the box for the couch. And we had this little like socket wrench that we were like trying to like put the couch together with. Didn't work, whatever. He was like,
I know what you're about to say.
yeah. So he was like tossing it against the box, And we're like, dude, that's really annoying. Like, let's stop that. It's loud, okay? You could hurt somebody. Immediately after saying you could hurt somebody,
Well, if you hadn't have said it.
right, then it wouldn't have happened.
Right.
But he like turned around and threw it, and it just hit Taylor right in like the shin. So we're like, all right, get out of here. Like, you're done with that. We grabbed the thing, and then I can't remember exactly how he worded it, but he's like, I hate y'all. Y'all are stupid.
Your little Midwestern Ohio, Indiana boy finally dropped a y'all on your ass.
I couldn't even be mad. Like, we both looked at each other. We're like, like we were like really trying hard not to laugh because like,
yep, you
then
don't
he
want
got
to
away with it.
You don't want to encourage the behavior.
Yeah, then he got away with it. And God, he said y'all to me a few times recently,
funny.
and I despise the word y'all. I don't like it. And you started saying it like a year after being down here.
Dude, it's I don't know, it just flows like
I mean, and so technically when I was going through like training at my current job, instead of saying like, "Hey, do you guys want to go to lunch today?"
do y'all.
Y'all is a appropriate term
Yeah,
because it
it's
doesn't like
yep.
classify. And I'm
Gender
like, okay,
neutral.
I get it. I get it. I get it. But
Here we
I
go.
cannot stand that word.
Ooh, we just kicked the tripod.
But I cannot stand that word. Like, not even the slightest.
That is unfortunate for you,
But
sir.
now I'm really curious what he said to you.
So we got him that big ball, right?
Oh, the big green ball because I toe popped his other one.
Yeah, so we got him the ball. We're playing in the backyard, and he ends up kicking it over the fence. And I'm like, dang, like, how am I going to get this ball back in your yard? Because, like, I told you, I wasn't trudging through. Stop kicking the tripod, Jim. I wasn't trudging through the forest and getting all the poisons. Oak, ivy, sumac, whatever, poisonberry, anyhow. So I got your ladder out of your garage, and I got your rake, and I, like, fished the ball up and over the fence. And as we're going back to the garage to put the stuff away, out of the blue, unprompted, this kid says, and I quote, "The dog eats my mom and dad's underwear." So, one, is that a factual statement? Sorry to out you and TK right now.
Yeah.
Did Thanos have a little snack on your little briefy boys?
Dude, this isn't even a snack for Thanos. This is like
A whole meal?
no, this is like a weekly course for him. So for the longest
to
time,
know.
it was Taylor's underwear.
Mm-hmm.
And-
Unfortunate.
And then, like, he would like pull them out of the drawer, like just clean, just out of the drawer, like just wanted something.
And then just tear them up?
And he would just like eat like part of it. It's like unusable, and it happened.
It's got a hole in the crotch.
So often, like so often. And Taylor she would just get so mad, and she still does.
Rightfully so.
And she's like, I can't keep buying underwear because of this dog. And like, it happens so often. We made so many trips. There were so many online orders to replace all of Thanos' snacks. And you walk around and you're like, I'm cutting the grass or something, and I look and I see like dog shit, right?
Mm-hmm. It's got a little lace.
And there's like a little thing of like pink or something. And it's like, it's not and
it says juicy.
Yeah.
Like those Juicy Couture pants from like the early 2000s.
Just the smallest font, just right
Yep.
across the side.
Juicy.
Dog shit by Juicy. But like, for the longest time, it was only hers.
That's so funny.
Literally yesterday.
Oh, no.
Was the first time that I found that he ate part of my underwear. I was like,
Dang.
dude.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but that was just the way your kid said, "The dog eats my mom and dad's underwear." I was so befuddled.
This is normal to him. Yeah.
And that's what I love. So obviously we know that I'm child free, but I don't hate children. I just actively despise them.
You just don't want one of your own.
Yep,
That's
exactly.
It's fine.
But like, what fascinates me about kids is like and Megan phrased it as they just don't understand like societal cues of like what is and isn't appropriate to say around other people. And it's just it's intriguing to watch a human grow.
Right.
And
like everything is so exciting to them. There's like so much light in their eyes, and it's like they're so happy to tell you that their dog eats their parents' underwear, and it's like,
Now, as a parent, how do you maintain that sort of spark of joy in his mind, knowing as an adult how just absolute grim and gray and fucking just ass the real world is, and like, how are you gonna break it to him that not everything is sunshine,
never
kittens, and
lose
rainbows?
that hope and wonder, buddy. Like, no, I mean,
What's the scene from Adam Sandler, the Adam Sandler movie when he goes back to school, Billy Madison, when he grabs the kid, he's like, "Never grow up, never grow up," or whatever he says.
I mean, it's, I don't know. I try to when he shares excitement, or he's like super pumped about like this part of like a TV show that like for us is like, this is nothing,
Right.
you know, and he's so pumped about it. I try to like share excitement with him,
Even
Or
if
like-
it's fake.
yeah, or he
like, doesn't know.
Yeah, and he's like building like with his magnet tiles, and he's so pumped that he can like take part of it off and put a stuffed animal in there, and it makes him so happy. Like, I'm gonna join you in being happy that you can put your stuffed cat in a box.
Schrodinger's. It's Reed's cat.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I guess just trying your best.
That's all we're really all doing.
That's really all you can do is try your best to not let them know that life sometimes can be a little grim.
Yep. True.
Little grim.
What else you got?
Oh man, I got a real good one.
None of mine really have good segues, so
No, it's
I'm,
okay.
I'm interested to see what you got.
All right.
I can spit one if you need one.
Oh, I got one. Okay, so I saw this one and I'm like, is that really a good topic? But I think it is. So, what are some of like the weirdest food combinations that you like, or that people you know like and swear by it?
Okay, you know what? So, Nate.
Yeah.
Okay, Nate is he's one of my only friends who has a very, I would say, developed palate. Nate likes to try a lot of eclectic foods, and he likes to cook good foods. Not so much just like stuff that we see on YouTube, right? Like you and I cook Josh Wiseman recipes, and I'll make some Sam the Cooking Guy recipes. Like, right? Like Nate goes out of the way. Like he makes like specialty craft mojitos. He's got all kinds of crazy seasonings for his steaks. Nate gets on my ass, and I don't understand why he does, but it cracks me up because it drives him up a wall. Nate gets on my ass all the time. What do you, if you order a steak, what do you dip your steak in?
So I guess it depends. If the steak is actually good, I don't need to dip it in anything.
Right, very fair.
But there are times, if it's not the best,
yeah,
I do enjoy the taste of A1. And I'm fine with that.
Totally
but
cool.
That's probably as far as I would assume that I would need to go.
Okay. So A1 is a lot. It's like really bitter. And what is it? It's mostly what? Worcestershire sauce?
Worcestershire?
Whatever that sauce is, right? That's kind of its base. No? Question mark?
I literally have no idea.
Horseradish? I don't know. That sauce is kind of really aggressive to me. Growing up, my dad may have overcooked a steak once or something, and it was a real rough piece of meat. And I was like, dude, I really want to eat this. And, clear your plate. There's starving children in Africa. That's the things like parents said in the 90s, right? You've heard that. So, like, if you don't clean your plate, you're not getting down from the table, right? That's the rules. If your plate's not clean, you're not getting up, right? No video games till your plate's clean. So, like, to, like, help me get through this pretty rough cut of steak, my mom was trying, like, different sauces and condiments, trying to get me in to eat this steak. And the one that I found that I actually enjoyed, which is crazy, is Italian dressing. And I know it sounds odd. And I know anyone is going to be like, oh, my God, that's the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. That's fine.
No.
Just because I like it doesn't mean you have to like it.
No. So I will be very straightforward with you. I think that to dip it in Italian dressing is a little odd, but I have marinated steaks in Italian dressing.
Yeah, I've done that too.
And they're wonderful.
Yep.
So, like, I understand why the flavor works.
It's the vinegar with, like, the seasoning kind of, it gives that meat, like, a little bit more bite, but it's not super bitter like A1, in my opinion.
So, like, if you go to a restaurant and you order a steak, and they're like, would you like some steak sauce? And you're like, no, your finest Italian dressing, please.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
If they don't have it, which is common and often, I will just shut up and I will eat the steak as is.
What restaurants don't have Italian dressing? Like that's like a staple.
Well, like
You got
balsamic vinaigrette is sometimes an Italian fill-in, but like balsamic vinaigrette doesn't hit the spot on a steak the way like a true Italian dressing
But usually
does.
it's like Italian, ranch, French,
Yeah.
Caesar.
Sometimes they
whatever
don't,
that-
and that's okay. Or like Outback has a pretty shitty Italian dressing, and like just from trial and error, I just know that I don't like
You
it.
want garbage Italian.
Yeah, like it has to be good Italian dressing.
Yeah.
Texas Roadhouse, bang an Italian dressing.
Oh.
And that's where I went most recently to dinner with Nate, and he was like, "You know what, Jim? Just dip your steak in your Italian dressing and shut up," because I was giving him a hard time about something. And I know that it just drives him up a wall, but I don't care. It's delicious.
Dude, I mean, I get it. I understand where the flavor would work, but it's just like a weird,
You know what? That's fine.
and it's like
And some people get weird when you're like, "Oh, I put ketchup on my scrambled eggs."
that's a different one.
It's not as unheard of as the Italian dressing thing. I'm 99% sure I'm the only one who does that, and that's okay. But like ketchup and scrambled eggs or ketchup and eggs is a common thing. You either replace it with hot sauce or ketchup.
Salsa.
It's like, yeah, right.
salsa.
It's all in the tomato family. Go ahead. What were we gonna
Hot
say?
sauce, yeah. No, I mean that's like I understand.
Yeah,
I don't know, but so like
maybe I just like vinegar based, not vinegar. Yeah,
yeah.
oil and vinegar. Yeah, I was right.
yeah,
Vinegar based stuff.
I mean,
I hate vinegar-based barbecue sauce. At me. Sorry, I live in North Carolina. I know that is a sin to say.
wait, what's the difference? So what other kind of barbecue sauce base is?
Ketchup or like a mustard-based sauce, which I believe is like a Tennessee-based barbecue, or maybe it's Texas. I'm probably offending a bunch of people right now, but North Carolina sauce is like a vinegar-based, and it's super runny. In my opinion, don't like it.
Oh, no, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, I like Sweet Baby Ray's. I know it's a grocery store brand.
Dude,
Shit
you
is
know who else loves Sweet Baby Ray's? Mark Zuckerberg.
not sure if that's a good thing.
Do you remember that reference though?
No.
He literally, there was like a video or something or a photo he posted. I don't know if it was during like the Meta like VR thing or whatever, and he had like a bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's on a shelf, and everyone's
Not
like,
in the fridge?
no, and everyone's like, that's a really weird decoration to have. So hold on, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna have to type Zuck Sweet Baby Ray's, the first thing
No
that comes
shot.
up.
Let me see this.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce spot.
Shut up. Give me this. No shot. He really does.
He literally did.
It's like up here
literally
in the
right
corner. I don't know how well that's translating, but it's like up here.
there.
Get the
Yeah, so
fuck. This man really has a bottle of barbecue sauce in his like work from home office.
Can you imagine being that rich and being like probably could have had any designer in the world?
He
to
could
come
have
in
bought
and, like,
every barbecue sauce ever in
well,
existence.
No, like that too. But like he could have had like any designer in the world to design his entire house. But he's like, you know what?
Barbecue sauce.
I want a personal touch here, okay?
So I'm standing there,
I want
barbecue sauce on my titties.
I want a touch of I want a touch of my personal taste.
Mm-hmm.
And he just goes and he just like
And
grabs
he
his Sweet
blinks
Baby
his
Ray's
eyes
out of
vertically
the,
like the lizard man that he is.
he just grabs the Sweet Baby Ray's with his tongue, I
Yep,
guess.
his
I don't
weird,
know, and it
his
just
weird
comes out
lizard
and then,
claws.
then he just puts it on the shelf and he's like,
It's
yeah,
complete.
that's the one.
That's funny. No, I did not know that. I don't know if I should take that as a compliment that Zuckerberg also likes the Sweet Baby Ray's.
I feel like you should.
Yeah, all right, I'll take it.
That's the barbecue sauce of the rich. So,
You know what? I need to know what barbecue sauce Bezos likes. And
hello,
then
rich people. Jim's coming.
we bust out the Sweet Baby Ray's. Jim's going to be here. Gotta have the fancy sauce.
So, like, I also saw, man, what are you doing with that? What are you doing with that mic stand over there? That thing is
Dude, I told
coming
you.
down at you.
I told
you pulled
it's
it too far out that way.
well.
You got to push it in.
I was turned. Don't tell me what to do with it. Okay, but like I'm turning towards you,
there you
so
go. Now,
don't chastise
now
me.
lock that boy. Did you lock that boy?
Yeah.
Okay. Now just turn the microphone just a little bit towards you.
Okay, but like when I'm facing you, it's
Yeah,
like
just
right here.
just like
Okay.
like
What are you giving me like a lesson here? I know how
Yeah.
microphones work. I went
Yeah.
to audio class. You helped me pass, but I went to audio class.
this was my whole ass degree.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Segways are weird.
But
So what food combination do you like?
no, so like I've seen like, and I think I've tried it once maybe, the like Wendy's fries and Frosties.
So good.
Yeah, like
What do
that's.
you mean you tried it once?
think-
You grew up in Ohio, and you mean you only tried it
I
once?
think I only did it once, but like it's good.
Okay. Anyhow.
But like, what was that one? Nah, I'm drawing a.
Couldn't tell you.
I'm drawing a massive blank. It was like a weird combination of like peanut butter and X item.
Oh, do you
There's-
remember
there's
when
a-
we made cookies?
Was it peanut butter and like pickles or something
No,
like that?
it was a chocolate chip cookie with Jolly Ranchers in it.
Oh, that
and
was
you
wonderful.
thought it was the best thing in the world.
This is separate from that sandwich that somebody told me about. But yes.
What?
So no, somebody had it was like peanut butter and pickles or something like that.
Interesting.
And it was weird. Anyway, but yes. So, audience,
What a throwback to that
There-
time
oh,
when it was you, me,
so-
and RC making Inception cookies.
we were making Inception cookies. Okay, so
Cookie
we're like,
within a cookie,
we're like,
for those
what?
that don't know.
We're like, what can we put inside these cookies to
Mm-hmm.
make them good? So we're trying a bunch of different things, right? So you put like Oreos inside of cookie dough,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
and you make the cookie, and you have an Oreo inside, and it's wonderful, right? So we had a bag of like the Jolly Rancher chews.
Nope, it was.
No,
was
it
it
was
the
a
chews?
chews. It was a chews.
Okay,
because
alright.
they came out. There was a stretch.
Square, yeah.
Yeah, so we tried the Jolly Rancher chews inside of a chocolate chip cookie.
Jason was the only one who was brave enough to actually try it because
And
I
they
thought it was going to be
Were
disgusting.
delightful.
Can't confirm, didn't try it.
It was so good.
I believe
it
you.
was so good. I don't like dude, legit. If they were here right now, I'd eat a whole box of them.
Hey, we could make them. We could do it for the YouTube.
I would do it. I would absolutely make those again.
Okay.
Like it shouldn't have been good, but it was, and that's a memory that it's a core memory.
Core memory.
Locked.
Locked.
It was right here. I'll never forget. Someone's like, best cookie you've ever eaten. It won't be that one. But if they were like, hey, what's a really good cookie you've eaten?
Yeah, what's a good cookie that only you have eaten?
What's the weirdest, somewhat pretty good, probably cookie you've ever eaten? And it's going to be chocolate chips with a
Jolly
Rancher
Rancher
chew
chew.
inside.
Such a wild concept. I can't believe it worked too.
And it baked fine.
Yep. And
Jolly
it became
Rancher
real
chew became
soft and
soft and
chewy.
chewy?
It was.
Ugh.
I couldn't bring myself to try it. He swears that they're good.
It was good. It was good. I don't care what anyone says. They were great. They were great. But you know what? Some other ones, not weird, but like, I was at a friend's house. My friend Jake and my friend Drew was there too. And what's up, Drew? And one time we made death ramen, which was like all the hottest like hot sauce, spices, seasonings.
Why?
I don't know. It was painful.
no.
Like 2 bites in, like your lips are like puffy and red on the outside. You're ready to just destroy a toilet
Yeah.
like you just ate Taco Bell. And, and the one time that we made, I think it was like, I'm trying to remember.
Do you like spicy food?
I mean,
We'll circle back.
I'm
Hang
up
on.
to a challenge. I've
What?
had the atomic wings from Quaker Steak. It's probably the hottest I've eaten, but
Okay.
I didn't like enjoy
I
it.
guess I don't understand the allure of why make something so hot,
Right.
not temperature wise, but so hot spice wise that it is uncomfortable to eat. Or like you can take one bite and you're like, ooh, that has a really good flavor, and then 30 seconds later you're like vomiting. Like why? What is the
Right.
fun of that?
Yeah, I don't know. I did the atomic wing challenge at Quaker Steak.
And you have to eat
right?
like what, 3 or 4?
No, you just have to eat one.
Oh, is one?
I didn't know that. I thought you had to
Oh,
eat
the
all
tri-
6. So I'm sitting there like, just like powering through it. Finally got through it all. Like the eyes were watering a little bit. My mouth was on fire. And they're like, "Oh, you only had to eat one." And I'm like,
You say something now.
"What?" So I get what you're saying. I didn't enjoy that. I would rather have like, I don't know, because like most
Right,
hot
like-
things, there's no like benefit to it being hot, like flavor wise.
Well, so that's where I'm kind of going with this is like as a big boy, I like to eat. And I like to eat things that got a lot of like different kind of flavors, right? Like I like to try some stuff.
Right, Cool Ranch Doritos, Nacho Doritos.
Sure.
Right.
I mean, yeah, I eat a lot of Doritos. Look at me. So but like, right, like, oh, let me toss in some cayenne. Let me do a little bit of
yeah.
this, right? Like put some spices in there, right? And you take a bite and you're like, ooh, that's got a lot of good flavor. And then you know, like, ooh, the heat comes on afterwards. And you're
Right.
like, that's a good spice.
Yeah, a bit of a
Right?
kick.
Not like, haha, white people don't put seasoning on their chicken, right? Like I
Right.
put seasoning on my food.
Right.
But like making something so hot to the point where you can only take one bite of it and you're like not having a good time. Why?
Like you feel like the beads of sweat start
Yeah,
to
or
form,
like
this was a mistake.
you take like one bite or two bites and then you're like, "Oh my God, my throat is on fire, my stomach is churning, I'm about to throw up." Like you just ruined that meal. Like
Right.
that's not you had a bite of dinner and now you're uncomfortable.
Like those people who like where it's you have like this hot sauce and it's like all you have to do is put one drop into like a giant pot of soup and it'll add a good flavor to
right.
everything.
And they're like,
and
"Fuck!"
they're like remove this safety seal. They pop that thing
Yeah.
off and it just like glugs
yeah.
in there.
Right. And then no one's having a good time.
No, yeah, everyone's gonna be shitting themselves
Yeah.
in 4 minutes.
I just I kind of get some shit. I mean, like, oh, Jim doesn't like spicy foods. Yeah, you're right. I don't like spicy foods. I like foods that have flavor.
Like
I don't want it to be hot for no reason.
like the lemon pepper wet wings that we had.
Yeah, right. That had
But-
like a little just too much spice.
It was
for
a
but
medium.
but it was like a lot of sauce and not
It was-
like there wasn't that much lemon pepper. Like the wing that I had, the one that I was like telling you about, it was like sitting in the
That's
sauce.
okay. I mean,
It's just too much sauce.
Okay. It was
to
in the bottom of the wing pile.
It's too much sauce to food ratio.
The ratio wasn't
yes, Yes.
Top of the pile, more
Was
lemon pepper.
absolutely delicious.
Right.
Banging wings. You got past the seasoning and into the wet, and it was too much wet.
It was just you had a wet bottom.
Yep.
And
Nobody likes a wet bottom.
No one likes a wet bottom.
I like a wet bottom.
I mean,
Anyhow, so yeah, that's my gripe about spicy food. What you were gonna say something else? I didn't mean to. I mean, I did, but I don't.
yeah,
mean to.
no,
you
I
know
mean,
what I mean.
that thought is gone.
I'm so sorry.
Long gone. Yeah, but I mean that's fine. That's fine. So I wanna go right into another one.
Send it.
Like I'm just
Segues are
powering-
weird.
I'm powering through, man.
Hey,
Okay,
you do you.
I got another one, and I'm just curious
I'm here for it.
because I know people make memes about this.
Oh boy.
Conspiracy theories about everyday objects.
Like what? Birds or drones?
Birds or drones. That's exactly what.
Speaking of birds or drones, one of my coworkers had mentioned that
Speaking of birds as drones.
drones.
Yeah.
She mentioned that Furbies are coming back, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And like, I mean, I'm not gonna get one, but like, so like, it's what? It's 2023, and do you remember when Furbies first came out?
I do.
Yeah, and how they were super annoying and like they didn't work, right? But then do you remember the fear mongering that started around the Furbies? I don't want the damn communists to put a speaker in my house. Right? That was the whole big thing about a
What?
Furby. Yeah, dude. The whole NSA listening thing started with the
I
Furbies.
thought there was like microphones in Furbies.
Well, yeah, because you could talk to it. You'd be like, hey, Furby, wake up. And it would like, aha.
How were they transmitting that back to
Right.
home base
Yes.
in the 90s?
That's the point I'm trying to make.
Oh, my
but
God.
do you remember when people started freaking out about Furbies and how the damn commies are putting listening devices in our house? And now every single home has an Xella that you can tell to turn on the lights and it listens to everything you say. You
They're
can't.
constantly listening.
Yeah, right. So we can fall down that rabbit hole all we want to. But like, everyone's like, I'm never putting one of those things in my house. 15 years later or 10 years later, Spotify's like, hey, do you want a free Google Home?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch,
Yeah.
I'm in. And now I have 3 of those things in my house.
Dude, so years ago, I made the mistake of signing up for Amazon Music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was discounted. It was
To
cheap.
get a free Echo.
Yeah, and no, but like as soon as we signed up, it was like a day or two later. They're like, "Would you like an Echo Dot for $1?" I was
Sure.
like,
Would
Well,
I ever?
"Son of a bitch, I'm in. I like a good savings, so I get it." And
Yep.
I'm like, "This is great."
Yep.
But like, I get where you're coming from. That's a microphone that's constantly listening.
Yeah.
But like, did you know?
Ooh.
RC showed me this. They actually have like you can say like because I don't actually have a plugged in up here, but you can actually say like Alexa, I'm leaving, and it listens for like the sounds of like glass breaking, like if someone wants to break into like a window or
That's
something.
cool. And then it'll like call emergency
Yeah.
services. I did not know that. I do not have an Xella. I have a Google. So
Yeah, you got the Google Homes.
Yeah.
But like
I'm sure it's the same thing.
I had no idea like that was a thing.
Me neither.
So,
That's
like,
cool.
There's kind of a use there. I mean, we have one of the ones in the kitchen that has like the screen on it, and like, I'm not gonna lie, some of the recipes that come up,
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
like,
Honestly, I've been
hey.
contemplating getting one with the screen just for that reason.
It's so nice. It's so nice. I had this like, what was it, bacon carbonara?
Ooh.
I was like, I made a carbonara.
And you can just swipe up and
I
it
was
does
like,
it for you.
yeah. And it's like, all right, what's the recipe? Show me.
Sick.
And I'm like, you know what? I have all of those things.
Let's do it.
Let's make some carbonara. And it was really good.
So homemade devices that are secretly listening devices or whatever. Where were you going with that? Was it the birds of drones things?
Birds of drones.
Okay. What's your take on birds being drones?
I mean, probably not.
No.
Right.
It's funny to like play along.
Just to like think about it.
Right. You know, and then the conspiracy theory was that the pandemic was like the first time that they had to shut the world down to charge the birds. That's right. You remember that?
I do remember that.
That was the Tiger King era, and we have to recharge all the pigeons in New York City.
They released this virus so we can charge all the birds again.
The government wants us inside so they can round up all the bird drones and recharge.
Dude, I've seen like all like the drones and the robots and like the self like automated machines that they've come up with. Mm-hmm. They don't have anything like a bird that moves free flowing motion like that. That's a robot
that you know of.
That I've seen flying in the air.
True.
So like if there is, sure, fine. But like I don't know, man. Those things are pretty. They're pretty
very agile,
pretty stiff, and like pretty obvious.
I see enough of them on the side of the road that I don't feel that they're made of mechanical parts. They look very much fleshy and blood.
Yeah, my car is very aware of the insides of those.
Of their buttholes?
Of the bird, yeah.
Oh yeah, like when they poop on your car.
No.
Oh, you've hit a bird recently?
Dude, my Jeep is a bird magnet.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I did not.
So okay, anytime there's an animal coming in front of my car, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna brake.
Like
I brake for squirrels.
Yeah.
Being in North Carolina, there's turtles literally everywhere.
Dude, I saw a turtle this morning.
Literally today, I saw a turtle.
Yeah, you were probably driving on the same road.
God. So like, I will always like try to brake or slow down to like
dodge, avoid,
to dodge or avoid, line up, go over.
Yeah, right.
Turtle. Like it's not. I don't want to do that, right? But like birds are stupid. I don't care what anyone's. Birds are stupid.
Yeah.
So like, they'll start flying out like in front of you, right? And then they try to like do like a Yui and like
try to go backwards.
And like they can't do that fast. And my Jeep is very aware. So I like the one day I hit one and I didn't see it in front of me. I looked in the mirror behind me and there was like of feathers.
Very cartoony feathers.
Literally just a poof of feathers. I'm like, oh no.
Darn.
And like I felt bad. And then I don't know, it was probably a week later. I was driving my work car, my Ford Fusion. Mm-hmm. Same thing happened.
Oof.
It was just
maybe it's you, Hitchcock.
I'm sorry. You're a free flowing bird. I'm going straight on a road.
Yeah.
Just don't fly there. There's no trees.
Dummy.
Don't fly there. Like I don't know, man. There's
other day I was leaving. I want to say I was leaving your house. It wasn't this weekend, but I think it was last week. I was leaving your house, and I almost hit a deer on my way home.
Oh.
Which would have greatly upset me because I was in my Civic. Like I've hit a deer in my Sonic, and like it was funny. And like I got my car fixed because like my Sonic was so small, and I hit a big ass buck too.
I'm surprised that a buck didn't total the Sonic.
Well, so he took the hit and like scampered off back into the woods.
He just was like LOL, and just
what the hell
ran.
Matchbox car just hit me. But like the front quarter panel of my Sonic was fucked up. When Megan went to open the passenger door, it did that like thing where like the metal's like it was like $2,200 that the insurance covered. I paid like $800 for my deductible or something like that. But yeah, it was. That thing messed up my Sonic. So if I would have hit that deer in my Civic, that would have hurt my heart.
You would have been a very
sad boy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm already sad. I would have been like really sad.
Real sad.
Like espresso depresso sad.
Yeah.
Your screen's off, so you have no idea what your battery life is.
No, but I'm good though.
Mine has officially turned yellow, and it's about the halfway point.
That's all right.
Hang on, I got a couple. We
you got
a
couple?
jar.
Oh, yeah, we're going to do that then.
So, have you ever been approached to join a cult?
I'm going to watch my comments. No.
No. Okay, what if I told you that you're already in one and you don't even know it? So hear me out, right? What are, like, I guess you would say, the qualifications to be in a cult?
The way you said qualifications, I instantly thought of a koala.
Yeah.
To be in a cult.
Yeah. Like if you say, "Oh, I'm in a cult," what are people are going to assume, like the standard rules of being in a cult? Like what do you got to do to be in a cult?
Maybe dress a certain way,
Okay.
or like get branded or something. I don't know.
Okay, so you would follow maybe
Not
the
very versed with cults. So
me neither. But here I'm about to spout off some rules.
Oh.
One would say that you would probably follow one or a large or a very small group of individuals and like follow along with their sort of like ideas or ideologies, right?
This sounds like religion. Okay.
Okay, so right, you would say that that's part
Sure.
of okay.
Okay. Part of it.
You know, at the end, typically, right, they would have you perform some sort of action,
Oh yeah.
like drink the Kool-Aid or like kill yourself, right? Sacrifice yourself into the
Yeah.
volcano to go meet, 72 virgins in the heavens, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So, the idea came to me the other day because I'm sitting there drinking my certified internet water from
yeah.
the guy that I listen to, and I was like, holy shit, I'm in a cult. Right? Like, I listened to this guy on the
Literally
internet.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, but it's water. But like, yeah, dude, isn't that insane? And then I thought about it too. I go, oh, Jason drinks Prime.
That's just a hydration beverage.
And my water supplement is not the same thing.
mean-
It's the same thing, right? So I'm not shaming you because
I don't know if
I'm
it's
part of one
necessarily a
myself.
cult. I
But think
mean-
about it, right? You listen to a lot of what like Jake Paul says or does, or you might follow the things that he's into. For example, when Jake Paul was into Pokemon, were you not into Pokemon?
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul, whatever. They're both worthless. But I'm
Whoa.
spade to spade. I don't care. Come at me. Fine. Punch me. You're really good at fighting, right? But Logan Paul, he was into Pokemon. You were into Pokemon, right? Logan Paul's into wrestling. Now you're into wrestling, right? Or MMA fighting, whatever.
I mean, it's semantics, but okay.
Semantics. Yeah. He says, hey, drink this Prime water. It's good for you. You drink it, right? You're in a cult. Me too. I'm not shaming you.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's funny to think I would never join a cult. I'm smart enough to not fall for your tricks. Here we are. That would all make sense.
Wait, so they're disguising cults as products?
No, it doesn't have to be. I'm just using that as a
I mean,
loosely veiled example.
If you're saying that drinking a beverage and following a person makes it a cult, like,
Okay, but the Heaven's Gate people, maybe it's not Heaven's Gate, but what's the one where they all lived in the compound? And he said, hey, everybody, we're going to have this family meeting the day before the second coming of whatever. And he's like, I brought the juice, and we all drank the juice, and we all died. Is that not a cult?
yeah, I'm gonna go back to my comment where I said I'm not very versed in cults.
Okay, but like you have to. I'm trying to make a joke.
trying
I'm
to
not
play-
being
trying to play
serious.
footsie
I'll play
with me right
footsies
now?
with you all the time. As soon as the cameras turn off, don't ask questions.
Oh, okay.
But like, I'm trying to make a joke here. Stop over analyzing this. It's supposed to be funny. But like, you're in a cult. I'm in a cult. It's crazy because you think it's easy to be like, hey, Jason, you want to join a cult? And you're like, I'm not dumb enough to
Absolutely
join
not.
a cult. Yeah. Why would I want to join some stupid group that listens to one person and then they say we should do this one thing and then we all do it and something bad happens? I'm never going to do that.
So I have a story that's kind of similar.
Sure.
So when I worked at Toys R Us,
Yeah, that's
you
a
remember
cult.
those days. This also happened at Best Buy, which is really funny.
Oh, boy.
So I was approached by individuals where, and for anybody who doesn't know, like, the size of me from the audio or from this video,
We've mentioned your height a couple
I'm
times.
like 6'6", like 280-ish.
Weird flex.
No.
I'm kidding.
So,
I'm kidding.
So in these instances where people in like the army,
Mm-hmm.
where they come into the store and they're talking and I'm like helping them get a product back in whenever Toys R Us 2007
Mm-hmm.
or at Best Buy in 2021,
Mm-hmm.
they're like, have you ever thought about joining the army? And I've given the same response both times.
Ooh, yeah. What is it?
Yeah, I'm way too ticklish. I would talk immediately.
That's funny.
Upon capture, I would talk immediately.
That first off, that's assuming that one they could capture you and pick your ass up and like drag you into.
Yeah, I mean, if someone knocked me out, I mean, you got to be pretty beefy.
They've got to get
me.
a whole squad to pick your ass up.
Yeah. They probably just drag you, right?
Yeah, I mean, they'll grab you by your tree trunk feet and just yank.
Just go.
Yeah.
Just tie me to the back of a
truck or a
hitch
horse.
And just
drag.
It's your best bet, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, my
I'm too ticklish.
I'm too ticklish.
I'll talk immediately.
Like first,
don't scare me. I poop easily.
Like the first time I'm like, I just picture it, right? Like
someone just socks you in the face.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm never talking.
Someone
they get a feather. You're
someone
like,
hits me.
They're in the bunker.
Yeah, right. So like, I just picture this whole scenario, right? Like the van or whatever vehicle we're in. I'm not very versed in military either. You know, so
what are you versed in?
Cameras and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, guitars. So we get stopped, right? And then they hit me or something.
Sure.
And they throw a bag over my head.
I'm also not versed in kidnapping.
I guess this is how it happens. And then like, they pull it off and I'm like, and they wake up and there's a bright light on me like this one. And they're like, where are they at? I'm like, I'll never tell you.
Where's Batman?
And then they hit me in the face and I'm like, I'm never going to tell you. And they're like, all right, pull out the big guns. They open like this whole like briefcase or this like army like sealed water case. They pull open and there's just like a single feather there. And they're like,
they touch the bottom of your
foot.
foot.
I'm like, no, don't do it. Like my foot's hanging up and they're just
I'll never tell.
I'm never going to say anything. And then they start like just one caress of a feather against my foot. And I'm like, yeah, man, they're like 3 clicks, I think is what it's called that way. In the thing that looks like a house.
If you just let me go, I'll take you straight there.
I'll drive you. Just don't ever tickle me again. That's...
Yeah, I also have the like a poker face of a 2-year-old. I can't. Yeah, no. I tried to play poker with Megan the other night, and I'm ass at it.
I played blackjack on Grand Theft Auto. And
it's like the same thing.
Yeah, I also have no money on there either. So
yeah, so it's like the same thing.
Yeah, it's just like real life.
So. Yeah, so like you're part of a cult, whether you want to admit it or not. I'm in one, and that's okay.
I mean, I guess it's a pretty fair assumption. But yeah.
What's this timer at? Ooh, 102.
I don't know what that means, but
what? No, my camera says we're at 102.
Oh, well, good enough. Mm-hmm. Good enough. Fair.
Well, I mean, we don't want to end it there. That was such a weird. I was just taking observance.
Oh yeah. Well,
what else you got on your list?
So that's all I got on this.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna do this.
Oh yeah, let's get one. Let's get one out of there.
All right, so we're gonna end it here with one topic. From the Big Deal Club mug, right?
Big Deal Club mug.
We brought this up in the last podcast, so we're gonna see.
I'm glad you have long arms because I could not have.
Yeah, I can reach that. What was I say my wingspan was? That of a bald
Dude,
eagle.
We went to the zoo for Father's Day. You know, they put up like the thing, and it's like
all the birds.
What's
like
your
wingspan?
And it's like 2 foot, and it's like a penguin. It's like 3 foot. It's like I don't know, seagull or some shit. And the biggest one. 7 feet is like the American bald eagle or some big majestic bird, and I was like, no way! This dude puts his arms up end to end. He is one whole shack unit of measurement, one SQ.
That's the next
SHQ.
unit of measurement that America's going to adapt.
Yep, one shack. Because we'll do anything but the metric system.
Yeah. Hard pass on conforming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll do it in shacks and.
Cheeseburgers per
gallons.
Bald eagles.
Who would be better in a zombie apocalypse? Me, you, Megan, or Taylor?
I love my wife. She's clumsier than all get out. She ain't making it very far. She's either gonna trip and get eaten, or she won't be able to see very far. She'll have lost her glasses in some shape or form or broken them.
The classic Velma and Scooby-Doo thing.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. And she'll get eaten. Mm-hmm. What do you think about Taylor?
So you bring up the glasses thing.
Mm-hmm. Same for me.
If there was no contact solution, in her, I don't know how the contact solution supply is going to be in the zombie apocalypse.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure probably it's not good.
Right up there with toilet paper and stuff.
It's going to be a very, very quick
right.
downfall.
People are going to be like, I need food, water, toilet paper in contact solution if there's going to be an apocalypse.
And maybe bullets.
Yeah,
Contact solution definitely ranks higher
I'm
than
gonna
bullets.
I'm gonna run these dailies as long as I can.
Yep.
Right. So I mean, outside of that, Taylor's very resourceful. She's very smart. Mm-hmm. I feel like she would do pretty well.
Yeah. She does have that whole live off the land.
Yeah,
she's got that like green thumb mentality.
Yeah, and she's smart. She conserves. So like, I mean, dude, we have a whole thing of like gallons of water.
Yeah.
We have like food and stuff that's stored away that she's done in case of definitely not apocalypses,
hurricanes,
apocalypse. Apocalypse. I don't know.
Apocalypses. 3 apocalypses back to back is apocalypses.
Apocalypses.
Yeah. ...
Yeah. Jesus Christ. But I think she would be pretty good. I would probably, and I'm being honest, I'm being very honest with myself. I would be good at the difficult things. Like if I had to like bash some zombies or make some, if I had to like learn how to like sew wounds up or something, I would learn those things really well. But I would probably get very ahead of myself in certain situations, jump the gun without fully thinking things through, and I would get myself eaten.
Get stuck somewhere you can't get out.
Yeah, I would definitely get eaten.
I don't want to say that I would probably do really well, but like, I feel like I've watched enough Walking Dead. I've played enough zombie video games. I loved zombies when I was younger to the point where like I have 2 zombie tattoos, one of which looks like a bite mark, which is hilarious
Super
on
cool.
camera.
Back in 2010, that was like,
it was really cool.
Yeah.
That was my first tattoo too.
I still like that one though.
It is one of my favorite ones, even if it is my first one.
Still a good one.
I feel like I would do well for like the first year of the apocalypse, right? Like the outbreak where like the chaos ensues, and then like the sort of like the first downturn of like the military has evacuated. Now it's sort of like whatever resources you can find, have on hand. I think I'm good there. But like the second I've got to start like cross country trekking to like
find, like,
go on supply runs.
Yeah.
Or like having to join a cult, a zombie cult, to like survive, that's probably when I'm either gonna get sacrificed or I'm not gonna make it to like the safe haven place and I'm gonna get left behind on the way there. Because I don't have, like, I'm a big guy. I don't have like a lot of like stamina. Like I'm fast and short, brief, but bursts.
Right.
I don't have a lot of like longevity in me.
Yeah.
So like if I've got to like crush a zombie's head and like dip out of the building and I can like refuel some water, I'm Gucci.
One and done.
Yep, I'm Gucci. If I've got to like run a mile through
a
like
horde
a
of
subway like through a subway tunnel,
being chased by
28 Days Later style,
Yeah.
screw that. Also, it really depends on the type of zombies. Let's
Are we
be
talking
real.
the slow ones, or are they were all marathon sprinters in their past life?
Yeah, so like 28 Days Later T-virus zombies, I'm screwed because I'm slow, I'm fat.
Yeah.
Super slow walking zombies like The
I'll just walk a
Walking
little
Dead.
faster.
Yeah, I don't have to outrun the zombies. I just have to outrun one of my friends.
That's fair.
Yeah, right?
Won't be me. I got long legs.
Yeah, dude, I can't keep up with you, but I can trip you. So,
Wow.
I
Wait, are we
feel-
gonna like go at it at the apocalypse? I thought we were gonna be together in the end.
oh, we'll be together.
Oh.
I mean, we might not make it to the end together, but we'll be together. Oh. So, I mean, like I said,
Learning
I'm
a lot
fat.
in this podcast.
Hey, you got the long stride. You could just outstep me and then leave me behind.
Yeah, I don't want to be by myself though.
Hey,
That
man,
sounds awful.
one is the loneliest.
That's good. That's awful. Yeah.
Well, you know.
I mean, I got long legs. I can outrun all 3 of you.
That is very true. Taylor's quick though.
Yeah, but like,
She could run circles around you and like trip you,
no.
like the Star Wars, the little snow
AT-AT
speeders.
just going around.
Yep,
yeah.
the little leggy boys. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like I feel like I'd survive the first wave, and I
Maybe-
probably wouldn't make it past.
Maybe
that.
the 4 of us together. Maybe we'll average out to like second, third.
Yeah.
It wouldn't.
Like
I mean, maybe unless it was quick, like what was it, Shaun of the Dead?
Oh, where it's like over and done.
Yeah, it's over and done in like
Oh,
3
yeah,
days.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what is it? We go pick up Taylor. We go pick up Reed from daycare. We head down to the Winchester, have a pint,
have a
wait for it
pint.
to all blow over.
Wait for it to all blow over.
Yeah.
I mean, I got some records. We can.
Yeah, you do have
we got
records.
some records.
Yeah.
We could maybe like a gaming controller, hammer, and
Yep.
I don't have a Chev.
You've got a
though.
guitar. That thing will smash some heads.
Yeah, I mean, I've played what was it, Dead Rising?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got a guitar. We can smash some.
I've been
heads
playing
with it.
Dead Island, which is the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
Like I said, I got the first wave. After that, I'm probably not going to make it much longer.
yeah. So depending on the type of zombies and the length of the apocalypse, if we're talking like this is like a weekend deal, like a 3-day weekend apocalypse deal, then
think I
maybe
can
we can make it. But like anything longer than that with fast zombies,
Yeah.
yeah,
Nope.
I'm out. I'm out.
Speaking of Prime, I see that bottle in the trash can. Don't tell me you're not part of the
Bro,
cult.
it's so dude. It's ice pop. It's so good.
Yeah, and I've got mine. So
Okay,
we're both in the
I mean,
we're
that's
both in a
fine.
cult.
It's fine. I really want a prime now, but that's fine. I don't know, man.
That was
But
a good one.
That was a real good one. We gotta give her kudos to that one.
Favorite zombie killing weapon?
Favorite song. So I remember. Okay, I always told. I don't know if I have a favorite, but I remember seeing this thing. I'm gonna see if I can find it. It looks like. Yeah. It's called a crowbar hammer.
Crowbar hammer. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
This is kind of. Is it that one? Hold on. I'm gonna find a better picture. Hammer with crowbar. I remember there was one specific one. Oh, that one's kind of sick looking too. No, I remember seeing this at this thing. Well, good old Amazon definitely's got the zombie killing.
What are
weapons
you
that I'm
buying
talking
on
about.
Amazon?
I want to, yeah. An dead on 18-inch Annihilator utility and wrecking bar.
I feel like that.
We're gonna pop that right there. That's what I'm thinking.
Cut to my camera. I'm telling you right now, without looking, that's a dildo. Yeah, dude, that's 100%. Anything's a sex toy if you try hard enough. Let me see that. That thing
I don't think you have to try very hard at all. You're gonna be that's
see
a
that.
one and done.
So,
Because it's got a stabby.
Yeah.
It's got a wacky. And it's got a pokey.
Pokey,
Right.
yeah.
So you can
smash.
You can
pry open
pry,
houses, and then you can stab. That is pretty
it's a
nice.
3-in-1 zombie destruction tool of
Yeah.
wonder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Maybe just
fair.
wrap a little bit of like something for a soft handle in the middle because like
Nice cloth.
in the apocalypse, right? Like I don't
Gotta
want my
be-
hands
gotta be
to
worried
get
about
too
comfort.
rough.
Yeah.
It has to be comfortable
Yeah,
when
you
I'm
gotta be- yeah.
murdering zombies.
Yeah, it increases the handling
Yeah,
stat.
it's just you got to up the handling a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not like a super cool answer like yours, but I think a metal baseball bat.
A metal baseball.
So like a wooden one, too likely to get broken.
That's gonna break.
right?
You wouldn't want a
if
zombie to get a splinter either.
Yeah.
It's just kind of rude.
Well, I mean, I guess then if you're smashy, it turns into a stabby
Briefly.
briefly.
Right. Yeah.
But like a metal baseball bat gives you tons of smashy,
Oh,
and you can use it as a noise decoy because it's really loud.
Ting ting
Yep,
ting.
like
and
get
then
him to
run.
turn around. Yep.
Yeah.
But like Negan's baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire, great concept.
Good old Lucille.
Yep, Lucille. But like the barbed wire, I feel like would get gunked up, and then it would get stuck, and then you're, what happens when you're.
That's a good thought.
And like that's why I didn't pick like an axe or a hammer, because like you get
gotta
that in
pull
there,
that
and
out.
if you're not getting like a one and smash, like you're.
So hold on, are we about to bring to light a realism about Negan's
A loophole?
Lucille? So like that's a good point. You got barbed wire on a baseball bat. One, a wooden bat.
How is it? Well, I guess you could hammer it into the wood.
Yes, but like still, whenever you hit, like especially with like a zombie, like the flesh is loosey goosey,
yeah.
right? It's
Very-
goopy,
very goopy.
So whenever you hit that, it's gonna like
Tear.
It's gonna tear. It might be a little bit hard. Depends on how
What if
you
it
do
gets
it.
stuck?
You're not just gonna be swinging and then
Yeah.
it just flying off.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna be.
Uh-oh. Well, that's the end of the clip. My camera died.
Your camera died. Well, we're ending this with me. don't hit zombies with wooden baseball bats with barbed wire.
We can finish the audio,
And
we just don't have to put the full clip on.
yeah,
I mean
that's well, the whole thing's going on YouTube, so we're just gonna end it there. Thank you so much for joining the podcast. Thanks for listening to my explanation of what I would use for a zombie killing tool while Jim's got cut short. And if you haven't already, please follow us on all the social pages. They've been freshly rebranded.
We got a new logo, y'all.
A new logo and everything. So thank you for watching the podcast. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Please rate, follow, and
like, subscribe, comment, share.
all those things. And we'll catch you in the next one. Appreciate you.
Bye. Stay sad, y'all.